We're not North Korea. I can't control individuals and thousands of people what they say.
That's Nigel Farage talking about reform candidates who promised to freeze or cut council tax in last year's local elections. And since then, all reform-led councils have raised council tax. Nigel Farage is a man with a big task, trying to get his relatively new party ready for government and trying to show the public that he really can deliver. I sat down with Nigel Farage here in Aberdeen as part of a series of interviews I'm doing with different leaders ahead of the local elections. And the way I see it for reform and Nigel Farage, there are a couple of really big issues at the moment. The first is the matter of reform-led councils and not being in North Korea. Now, it is true that in the handful of reform-led councils, tax has gone up less overall than other councils led by other parties. But it's equally true that in places like Northamptonshire and Kent, promises on council tax were made and put on leaflets and put through the doors of voters, and they were promises that were not kept. And that matters if you're promising to deliver and be different from other parties who you say have broken the trust in politics.
When you put up thousands of candidates, individuals or groups may say different things.
But the point is that you are stressing that you can't control what local candidates are promising, but this comes back to the delivery risk, doesn't it? Because if voters see a promise on a leaflet in Northamptonshire and that's for an egg dog...
Well, I never saw that leaflet, and if I had, I would have DK'd it.
But do you need to tighten the message because you're finding that? But if you're a voter in Northamptonshire, you're going to be annoyed, aren't you? Because you were promised one thing, you voted for candidates, and your council tax has gone up.
I spoke to all the local media. I did everything I could do to make the message very, very clear.
Your opponents will say it makes you not credible. What do you say to that?
We're not North Korea. I can't control individuals and thousands of people what they say. And if they've gone against me as leader...
The second problem for him at the moment is his relationship with Trump. It's his biggest barrier to people voting for reform, according to pollster Luke Trill. More than 4 out of 5 voters in Britain have an unfavourable opinion of Donald Trump. And I wanted to ask Farage about the increasingly erratic behaviour of his old political friend. Trump shared an AI-generated image of himself as Jesus Christ, which has deeply upset many Christians. I was quite shocked by it. Were you?
It's not something I do.
Were you surprised?
I'm never surprised by what Trump does.
Do you? I mean,
he believes he survived the assassination, that God was on his shoulder.
Farage is also distancing himself from Trump whilst trying to avoid disavowing him completely.
The man who instinctively was always against all these foreign wars is now engaged in one. The reasons I don't know.
Now, if Trump's endgame's unclear, Farage knows exactly what he wants from this set of May elections. He wants to control a national parliament.
So, to be frank, coming first in Wales is the ambition. Whether we can remains to be seen.
There's no doubt that this set of elections is a massive moment for Nigel Farage and reform as he tries to take this party of protest into one of real government. And look, Nigel Farage is known for delivering at the ballot box, but as the last year has shown, delivering in office, be that when it comes to international affairs or running local councils, well, that is a much harder task.